Hi guys, I'm Rio. I've been lashing with LivBay for about 2.5 years. This channel is dedicated to all things lashes and beauty, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to darken your sets the right way. There are a lot of different techniques that you can use to make your lashes look darker, but one thing that we want to talk about today that you should not be doing is lash stacking. Lash stacking is placing two classic lashes, either a 0.15 or a 0.18, onto one natural lash. The reason you don't want to be doing that is because it's going to be way too heavy for the natural lash. So the problem with classics can sometimes be that they're going to be too heavy and cause premature fallout for the natural lash. The reason that we want to use something like a 0.15 or upgrade them to a volume or a mega volume if they do have weak lashes is because we want it to be as light as possible on the natural lash. Anything that causes too much weight will actually pull at the hair follicle and the lashes won't grow in the same after. Before volume and mega came onto the scene, a lot of people that were lashing in the early years would place two or more classic lashes onto one natural lash and kind of make it fan out a little bit. At the time, that's all they really knew. So now that we have volume and mega, those are the better options for the natural lash. So when it comes to lash stacking, you really want to keep your client's lash health as your first priority. The thing about lash stacking, like I said before, is it's really going to pull on that hair follicle, and what you want is longevity. So you want your clients to be able to come back to you over and over and over again. If you do start to do things too heavy and their lashes fall out prematurely, eventually they won't have lashes for you to lash. Of course, as lash artists, we want to be able to quicken our turn times and get as many clients in as we can, but you want to make sure that you are not cutting corners and doing things like lash stacking. The client's natural lash health should be the most important. So some things you can do if classics just aren't dark enough for you. The first thing is using flat lashes. Since the flat lashes do have a flat base, it actually makes the base of the lash look darker, therefore making them look a little bit more dramatic. Another thing you can do is have your client bump up to either a hybrid set, which is just 50% classic lashes, 50% volume lashes, or bump them up to a full volume or a full mega. Volume and mega both don't have to be a blackout look every single time. You can make the fans a little bit smaller, as in if you're doing a volume fan, it doesn't need to be an 8 or 10D fan, it can be a 3D fan. Same with mega, you could drop it down to like 15, maybe even a 10D fan for mega. So you'll still get that fullness, but it won't be blacked out and super, super dramatic. Another thing that you could do to darken up your classic sets is go shorter. The shorter the lash, the darker they're gonna look. So even if you wanted to put maybe 14s as your base and then fill everything in with 11s, because they're shorter, it's gonna give a darker appearance. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video brought a lot to you. Question for you, what are your best tips on darkening a classic lash set? Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.